DiscovIR10 is optimized for all Windows 10 systems. Unlike computers with companion licenses, the computer that will run Discover hardware will require a dedicated Ethernet port. If desired, an Ethernet plug-in card can be acquired and added to the computer to allow for multiple Ethernet ports into the computer. To set up the dedicated Ethernet port, go to the Settings page of the computer. Go into Network and Internet. From here, click on the Change Adapter Options button. If there are multiple, find which connection is the port that will be for the Discover. Rename this Discover Connection. Right-click and go into the Properties. Inside the Discover Connection Properties block, highlight the Internal Protocol version 4. Click on Properties in the lower right. In the General tab, click on Use the following IP address. For the IP address, type 10.127.127.2. For the subnet mask, enter 255.255.255.0. Default gateway may be left empty. Click OK and close all the windows.
Next, set up power options. It is critical for any computer running a Discover system to not fall asleep or turn off halfway through a run. To set this up, right-click on the Windows button. Choose Power Options. Click on Additional Power Settings and then on Create a Power Plan. Spectra Analysis typically calls this plan Computer Stays On, Monitor Sleeps. Set the computer to never turn off and the monitor to sleep after 30 minutes. All Discover hardware units with Neo boards need to have a firmware update in order to connect to DiscovIR10 software. The board can be checked by opening up the back panel of the hardware. A legacy board will fill up the entire door, and a Neo board will take up 2/3 of it. There are two kinds of Neo boards. The Neo 1 board will have rounds of copper wire on the left, and the Neo 2 board will have small black plastic on the right of the heater plugs. Computers configured at the Spectra factory will have the programs installed for this update. However, to perform the Neo's MB board update on a new computer, the user must enable a Windows.NET function on the computer and add the required software from the USB stick included with the DiscovIR10 care package. To enable the Windows.NET function, go to Settings, Apps, Programs and Features, turn Windows features on or off. Click to enable the .NET Framework 3.5. Once this is turned on, follow the document called Firmware Update Guide. Once the DiscovIR10 instructions document has been completed and the DiscovIR10 software is installed, have it connect to the hardware by going to File, Options, and clicking on Try to connect on creation of Toolbox and Setup and Run. Open the Setup and Run or Toolbox tab. Check that it is connected on the bottom of the screen.
If Discover will not connect to the spectrometer, go to the Toolbox ribbon and click on the Connect button. If it still is not connecting, check the Spectrometer Name.
To do this, close Discover software and install the Bowman applet, and then perform the Bowman applet update found on the provided USB drive under Source Software. Go into the Computer Control Panel and view the icons as small.
Open the ABB Bowman FTIR tab and check to see what the instrument name is. The name should be Bowman, all capitals. Some older systems have the name as the MAC address. When moving to DiscovIR10, this should be updated to Bowman. To do this, highlight the instrument and click Properties. Go into the menu and type in the new name BOMEM, case sensitive, all capitals, and store the name. Try to reconnect in DiscovIR10 to the spectrometer. If the user would like to have the ability to continue using DiscovIR6, then the name must be changed in DiscovIR6 as well. To do this, close Grams and open Notepad as administrator. Click File, then Open, and navigate to C Program Files x86, Spectra Analysis, Discover, Configuration. Open the bomum.txt file and change the name to bomum, all capitals. Now both DiscovIR6 and DiscovIR10 will connect to the hardware, but only one can connect at a time. Thank you for watching.